It is the last Friday evening of summer in north central Wisconsin, and a big crowd is gathering at the Southwood County 2000 football field for the Lincoln Red Raiders and DC Everest. The Raiders have won their last two, and they're looking to build on that winning streak with this home date against DC Everest. And Craig, we're seeing something that usually takes place during warm-ups that people don't even see anymore. But tonight the captains are gathering with the officials at midfield for the coin toss after the introduction of the teams. And again, we haven't seen this in a long time. It's usually about a half an hour before the game that they take care of this.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of neat, and you never know to call heads or tails, Mel.
You always call tails.
I
Craig.
always do too.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just always call tails.
I do too.
If you get the chance. So we're watching the coin flip. They're looking down at it right now.
Was it heads or tails, Mel? Could you tell?
I think it was tails. The Raiders won the toss. They declined until the second half, and
they will.
And we're going to have Lincoln kicking to Everest to start this football game. Big crowd gathering. It's a warm and calm, late summer's evening. It's going to be a great atmosphere here at Southwood County 2000. We look to the north, and folks still checking in and coming into the game. It's going to be packed on this east side, the home side of the field. Band's here tonight. The youth football teams are here tonight. The youth cheerleaders joining the senior high cheerleaders. So just a special atmosphere, and we're so glad to bring it to you on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. All set now for Lincoln to kick it away. They had a really tough opening to the season because of the schedule, but now 2-2 and a big home game here tonight against a 1-3 Everest team. And Craig, this is a traditional rival. I mean,
sure
goes
is.
back 50 plus years.
Absolutely. And you mentioned it's even like in playoffs and things. It's kind of the fifth game really for the Raiders. It's kind of like if you win that and you go up 3-2, it's like your season you're really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
If you happen to lose, it's like emotionally you're kind of like, oh man, we're below sea level now. But it's nice to get back in the valley, the traditional valley. We have Everest and Point and Marshfield coming up, and they're the teams everybody likes to watch. It's just such a tough conference.
Mac
here and then over in the valley, the other valley.
Mac Lucas kicks it away. Line drive kick at the 10, bounding into the end zone. And when's the last time we saw a touchback on a Lincoln kickoff? It's been a while, but it's good to see. And Everest
almost went out, and it almost hit the pylon and went out on about the half-yard line to re-kick. Just a different. We mentioned the last game. It was just. I think Lincoln had a little more life last week. They had a lot more confidence, and hopefully that's going to be like tonight.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Big band there, right, Mel?
Man, Craig, help me out. The quarterback's number, I'm having trouble reading from here. Oh, it's 16. All right, handoff. First down run coming to the near side for a first down and more.
We're going to have a little trouble with numbers here.
Colby Schmidt. Number 3. Delton Zuliger.
Sorry, Mel. Doesn't help when I cover up your...
Nope, you're just fine there, Craig. So Zuliger with the 15-yard pickup on first down. Ethan Ostrowski is the senior quarterback. He's got good size, 6'3", 196-pound quarterback for Everest. So 1st and 10 for the Evergreens. And it's Zulger again. He has a seam in the middle, 6 yards this time to the 41-yard line. Coming in on the tackle for the Raiders was Keegan Christie. Here's your starting 11 for the Raider defense. Dylan Lisitza, Easton Bryce, Dustin Rickaby, Garrett Juneman, Nathan Frost, Keegan Christie, Andrew Schutz, Spencer Hawks, Matthew Swisher, Matthew Schooley, and Hunter Holmes. Draw play for a first down and more. This time it's Brennan Nitzel.
Those numbers are a little, like you said, Milt, there.
Well, from the front, they're scrunched for me. That's what throws me off.
I think it's because they're kind of below the shoulder pads and all the shirts
scrunched
up.
Yep. Yeah. If I see it from behind, I can read it. It's from the front that I'm struggling.
Not as bad as that time Milwaukee Tech. Dark blue numbers on black shirts.
Oh, man.
Remember that?
I do. Well, from the 48. Zulger again.
Nice tackle, gang tackle in there.
He goes across midfield to about the Lincoln 49-yard line. 3-yard pickup on 1st and 10. Well, they're just running it right at the Raiders on this opening possession.
Nice to see that. There must be 50 cheerleaders down there, Mel.
Yep, with the senior high and the youth cheerleaders.
2nd and 6 from the Wisconsin Rapids 48-yard line.
Second down. First down and the yard to gain is the 42. Ostrowski keeps it. He's going for the edge. Man's coming up, and a nice open field tackle there is recorded by Dylan Lisitsa. And Ostrowski gets to the 46-yard line, which means it'll be 3rd down and about 4.
And that was excellent hustle by Schooley, too.
He's got the edge and a first down and much more.
He came all the way over from his left tackle position way over to the other far sideline.
First pass is to the far side. It's a first down. And at the 40-yard line, Everest has moved the chains again. I think that is number 80, Brian Halambek.
And we had a nice experience right before the game. The head of officials came up and handed us a sheet of some of the rules, and that was really nice of him. We had a couple questions on clock and things, and we really appreciate that.
From the 40, it's a draw play for 4.5 yards straight ahead. This time it was the other running back, Brennan Nitzel, and by other running back, it was Zulger who opened the game with a bang on the 15-yard run. So
you think when he came in, he looked at us and said, boy, these guys need all the help that we can give them?
I've heard that before, Craig.
2nd down and 6 on the 36-yard line.
Second down, we're going to call it 6 here from the 36. Everest with an impressive opening salvo. Zulger through the middle, first down and more.
They're just flat blocking ahead. That's just, you just get your hat on somebody, as the coaches will say, and you just push them. It's like we have a timeout. Rapids.
Yeah, I think that the defensive coach is going to want to talk to them about something schematic here, because Everest is, to use the most common phraseology, is stuffing it right down their throat.
Absolutely.
I mean, all but a couple of plays have been runs between the tackles, good yardage, straight ahead. And that's just winning the line of scrimmage. And then Zulger and Nitzel inside have done the running. 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Full 4 minutes
Beautiful
on the possession.
Friday night. It's amazing how fast the weeks go.
Oh, I'll say.
And this is what, week 5 already?
Yeah, week 5 out of 9. I mean, this is the middle point of the season. 4 before this game, or excuse me, 4 before and 4 after this game.
I love it when you use your math, Mel.
Oh, man.
Your high school math teacher would be very proud.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the Raider 28. Outside run this time. 5 and close to a first down. Carrying the football is Peyton Peterson.
See where they marked that, right at the 20, and up he's moving a bit.
So that's a pickup of 8, and it'll be 2nd and 2.
Right at the 20.
So they've employed 4 different ball carriers, the quarterback and 3 different running backs. Raiders just don't have an answer yet defensively to this ground game of the Evergreens. Zulger to the 15-yard line for the first down.
And clock stops.
They're going to mark it at the 14.
And one thing the official told us is the minute the line judge has the ball spotted, they start the clock whether the chains are in place or not. And they're doing that to keep consistency between plays for all teams. We had a question about that, of course, last game. And
yes, that was, yep.
They don't wait, as he said. We just go.
Zulger
Nice
in
tackle.
well here and hit hard at the 11-yard line. Good look by Garrett Juneman. And that's a 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7.
Well, one thing we did see in the warm-ups, they have at least 2 kickers that can blast it out of here. Really, really good kickers.
This drive now is over 5 minutes in duration.
Blitz linebacker.
Zuliger sidesteps the blitzer, sifts through the middle and gets to the 8-yard line. First down is a step inside the 5, so it's 3rd down, and we're going to call it a long 3. 3rd down and a long 3 for the Evergreens here.
And you run a little risk when you blitz, because if you pick the wrong hole,
yeah, it can pop
and
though.
pop it, and
yeah.
You're at a disadvantage.
The pitch is outside to Zulger, looking for the edge, looking for the pylon. It's a touchdown for Everest.
Oh, we have a, no, I'm sorry, I thought it was a flag. It's the...
Dalton Zulger on the touchdown for the Evergreens.
Burned up half the quarter.
Yes, that was a 6-minute and 3-second drive for the Evergreens to go up 6-0. Zulger's 8-yard run is the finishing salvo. Craig told you about the prowess of their kicking game, and that is a boot. Oh, man.
It's like our first game of the year.
There we go.
Somebody, remember the kicker for the first game that was just bombing them?
Oh, he looked like a Division I kicker to us that
there was
night.
At church, gentleman stopped me and he said he thought he was being recruited by Madison.
Oh, is that right? Wow, interesting.
One thing too, Milt, I noticed that Ryan Blockheis is not dressed, and he does have a knee brace. You see him right there?
Oh yeah, I do, onto the right leg.
Yeah.
So Craig, we've seen Charles Hartman out of the lineup the last couple of weeks. Blockheis is out there. Those are a couple of the bigger kids on the defensive line, and that kind of showed on that drive that they might be missing some important parts up front.
That's 295 pounds.
Yeah. 7-0 Everest. And
You'd hate to see that.
And Lincoln will get their first possession here in just a moment.
Boy, really nice crowd.
Best of the year.
Pretty full on both sides. Students are to our right, and they're standing the whole time.
Line drive kick is taken by Version Gamble. He comes up the middle looking for a seam. Oh, he's hit at the 30-yard line. Wow, big lick laid on Version Gamble by Orion Bowe. That was a stick.
Oh, man.
Version was going one way, and then in the next second, he was going the other way. So it's First and 10 at the 30. Still a very nice return for Gamble and good field position for the Raiders. Quarterback, of course, is Austin Pilot. Looked like the fullback left early. There's no flag as Gamble hurdles over a defender, comes across the 25 and to the 27-yard line.
Didn't
it look like at least 2 or 3 people left early?
I thought there was movement by the Raiders. Not a full count, but like a half a count early.
From the 36-yard line.
Craig, did you ever go to the line and forget what the count was from the huddle to the line?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
Okay, I was happy to. My pleasure. Second down, Pilot throws it outside. Lasitsa's got it, but he's turned back from the first down.
It does happen. It's pretty evident on the replay because you either leave early or you're
way late.
Yeah.
So it's third down and 2.
But it's funny, I still remember some of my blocking assignments.
Oh, I bet you do.
Yeah. That was 41 years ago. Boy, I don't even like saying that.
Stack the receivers on the near side. Lasitsa's the trail receiver there. Pilot on the option, drops it off.
Nice.
First down, 45-yard line.
Nice block out there.
Eric Haupt with the carry for the first down for the Raiders.
24, Eric Haupt on the carry for the Wisconsin Rapids, brought down by number 20, Peyton Peterson. First down, Wisconsin.
This big old crowd's going to make some noise if the Raiders get some big plays and some scores tonight. They're ready to cheer this one on.
That was a real nice job by the quarterback because he could have he could have panicked back there. About ready to get hit by 3 evergreens.
Going to throw it out for Lasitsa on the slant. Dillon's got it, and he's got the 44, very close to another first down. Well, they're going to call it a gain of 9 to the 46-yard line. Second down and 1.
Clock is rolling. 3:45.
What a brisk first quarter, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it looked like the left tackle jumped early there. Somebody on the Raiders left early, right?
Sure looked like it.
Yep, they did.
False start on Wisconsin Rapids will bring up a...
So second and 1 turns into second and 6.
49-yard line.
And there, the minute the ball is placed, the clock is going.
Even after the penalty. Huh, okay. Receivers, 2 near side, 1 far side. As the Raiders spread the field out on second and 6, Pilot throws. High ball caught, but hit right at midfield is Nathan Schooley. He took a licking from Andrew Wenzel. And it'll be third down and right at 5 yards to the first down. The 45 of Everest is the line to gain.
Third down and 5 for Lincoln.
Motion by Schooley to throw it out for Yankee. First down. First down at the 43 of Everest. Just got a step or 2 beyond the first down and curled in there and waited for Pilot's pass.
So far, 2 sustained drives.
The first 6 minutes and 3 seconds. The second already reaching close to 4 minutes and counting. Another pass play, and it's caught. Nice pickup of about 7 yards that time. That's Lisitsa out there. That ball was out by the time Lisitsa turned around. He just was to go down 7 yards, stop, look back. Boy, he did that, and the ball was there as he turned and looked back. It's Gamble, looks to have the first down as he steps inside of the 35 and close to the 30-yard line. And the drive continues as the clock rolls under 1 minute to play in this first quarter.
First and 10 from the 32-yard line.
They mark the ball closer to the 32-yard line. That's where we'll call the line of scrimmage on this first and 10 play. Elot keeps it after the fake to Gamble. He's thrown down hard, close to the 26-yard line. That's a nice pickup of 5.5, 6 yards right there.
Second down on the 27-yard line. 2nd and 5.
And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Everest scores on their opening possession. Lincoln is looking to answer back. After 1 quarter, it's Everest 7, Lincoln nothing. You're watching Lincoln Red Raider football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Second down and a penalty flag. Will this be against the Raiders? I didn't see anybody jump up front that it would be against Everest. I can't imagine.
Oh.
Now what is it?
Something with equipment? Or?
Oh, okay. Lisitsa's the guy coming off. So no penalty, just a stoppage in play. And he's not getting attention, but the official sent him off. I don't know what is happening, Craig.
Sure
I can't explain it. Second down play here. Gamble, tripped up in the backfield, is able to surge to the 25, but it's still going to be third down and
coming
3.
Back now.
I don't know why after a quarter break he'd have to leave for 1 play, but that appears to be what happened there.
The carry for Wisconsin Rapids, brought down by number 10, Keaton Edwards.
Third down here. Third down and 3. Gamble dives ahead. He's near a first down. We'll take a look here. This is either going to be 1st and 10 or 4th and short. The far side says 4th and short, and it is. It's just the 22.5. So here you go, 4th down and less than a yard for the Raiders as we open up the second quarter of play. This is still the first possession of the night for the Raiders. They took over with 5:57 to go in the first period and continue to have the football over a minute into the second. Pelot keeps it, has the first down at the 20-yard line. So the Raiders convert on 4th down.
For a first down from the 20-yard line. Can I have your attention, please? If there is a Jacqueline Greening at the game tonight, could you please come up to the announcer's booth? Again, we're looking for Jacqueline Greening. Please come up to the announcer's booth. Thank you.
Right at the 20-yard line, the Everest 20. Here comes the Raiders with the 1st and 10. Pelot Throws.
Wide open.
Lisitsa can't come down with it at the 2. Running the slant. Pass just a little too high. Pressure was in on Pilat there. Good pressure from the near edge by Everest. 2nd and 10.
You might want to go back to that.
The play was there. It was open. Absolutely. It was just a little overthrown, and I can't help but wonder if it might have been overthrown because Pilat couldn't step up as cleanly as he would have liked because of the pressure. Schooley on the inside pitch, taken down at the line of scrimmage. Owen Latendresse made the play for Everest. Now it's 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 9.
Almost like they read that right even before the snap.
3rd down and 9.
I don't think that the fake to Gamble influenced people nearly as much as they'd hoped in the play design. 3rd and long. Pilat rolls into trouble. Down he goes, back at the 29-yard line. Keaton Edwards was the first one there. He never had a chance, Craig.
Now we have a
late flag. And after the play flag here, this is going to be big because one of the Raider offensive linemen is clapping, and now Pilat signaling it's against Everest. So what would have been 4th down and almost 20 yards.
It's got to be what, personal?
I got to be.
Looked like it was number 7.
Dead ball personal foul.
That is huge.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Everest. Still going to be 4th down, the referee has indicated. But it's back now to the 14-yard line, which means it's 4th down and 4. And now you feel comfortable going for it, as opposed to a moment ago you really didn't. New life for the Raiders on the drive. Can they take advantage of this? Well, it's just a mental error on the part of Everest. Just a mental error. Pilat looking this side, wants to throw a screen, drops it in the middle to Lisitsa. He's got the 1st down and a first. Oh, loose football. Who's got it? Everest is celebrating. He had the 1st down at the 6 and then fumbled the football. It's recovered by the Evergreens at the 5.
Maybe stretching for a little more and.
Pass complete to Dylan Lisitsa. Fumble recovered by Demetrio Corvarubius for the Evergreens. 1st down Evergreens.
Craig, that was a 9-minute, 3-second drive for the Raiders. Didn't score, but 9 minutes and 3 seconds on the possession. Zulger, the 1st down, and he steps out of bounds, but outside of the 20-yard line. So just like he started the first drive of the night for Everest with the 15-yard pickup, he starts the second drive of the night with the 15-yard pickup.
Pushed out of bounds by number 16, Gabe Zwicky.
Zulger again. 5, 10, another 15. They started 1st and 10 at their 5, and after 2 long runs by Zulger, they are out to the 34-yard line.
1st down, Evergreen.
Zulger, senior, 6 foot, 193 pounds. 29 yards on the last 2 carries alone.
Couple Raptors coming in front of the booth.
Zulger Not as much this time, but still 5 yards up to the 39-yard line. Well, they just said,
very controlled offense.
Man, we're backed up, but we're just handing it off to Zulger, and we're going to let him go.
Wish that one light would burn out on the clock, because it's in a bad spot. The zeros look like 8s, and now the 7 is kind of odd looking.
Pitch out. Short of the first down is Peyton Peterson. Nice job there for the Raiders by Keegan Christie. 3rd down and a yard here.
3rd down and 2 from the 43-yard line.
Boy, what a beautiful night.
It is.
We're sitting here in the booth. Nice breeze coming in. Shirt sleeve weather. Just couldn't ask for more.
Why don't we keep this until March and then warm
Easter?
up? Yeah, then warm up.
Okay. First down run into the secondary. Look out here. Off to the races for a touchdown goes Orion Bow.
That might. Oof.
Number 43, Orion Bow on the touchdown carry for the Evergreen.
I thought that might draw a flag. Little push in the end zone.
Touchdown comes at 6:44.
6:44. That's what, their second drive? There's been 3 drives, right?
Yep. It's on Everest is now 2 for 2.
Number 99, Bryce Morris on the extra point.
14-0 Everest. Orion Bow with the long touchdown run.
44 remaining in the second quarter. Score is now DC Everest 14 was.
Wow, Craig, Everest does not look like a 1-3 football team.
They don't.
I don't know. Maybe they've been playing the big boys, you know, the Kimberleys, the Fond du Lacs, the Ninas. I don't know. I can take a look at their schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Craig. Take a look at that and tell us. Let me see here. They started off at Appleton East.
And then they host Oshkosh West, Appleton North. Oh, they were at Fond du Lac last week, and
well,
Fondy's ranked in the state.
They don't look like a 1-3 football team here tonight. Orion Bow, Delton Zulger with touchdown runs, and Everest has jumped out to a 14-0 lead midway through the second quarter of play. And the big crowd quieted by the start to this one. By the way, that's the first time Orion has carried the ball tonight. They've used 4 different backs as well as the quarterback to run it. And his first touch of the night, 57 yards. Deep line drive kick that Gamble fields at the 4. Versian in trouble, hemmed in. Down he goes short of the 20. Man, they've got a nice crowd over there too. They brought a lot of folks down the 45 minutes from Schofield, and they're loud over there tonight.
And I noticed in the parking lot there are 2 really nice Lamers coaches. I'm guessing team 1 and maybe fans the other. And like you said, it's not like it's that far.
I mean, there's probably a couple hundred folks over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe more, 250. Raiders from the 18. It's an option run inside to the 21-yard line. And a pickup of 3 yards. That's Gamble. So no Peter Rucker again tonight.
Yeah.
No Charles Hartman, no Blockheis.
Number 57 for the Evergreens, Colton Bundy.
This is getting to be one of the fastest halves that we've had in a long time.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's 7:36, and we're late in the second quarter. Schooley's in trouble, and down he goes to the 23. Third down and about 6 coming up.
Schooley on the carry for Lincoln, brought down by number 15, Owen Lansendress. Third down and 5 from the 23-yard line.
Another full day of college tomorrow, I'm sure. College football.
Should be a big crowd in Madison, I would think.
Yeah. U of M.
You're
right?
driving, Craig, not me.
I'm not going to that one.
Pilot's going to throw. Sitsa tipped and deflected away beautifully by the defender for Everest.
But I have been in the big house when Michigan hosted Michigan State. Several years ago, they broke an all-time attendance record. North of 114,000 at the game.
Wow. That was in East Lansing?
It was in Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor? 114, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't want to get in that crowd, Craig. I'm sorry. I would not want to.
Just beyond.
Fourth down. Here's the kick by Lisitsa. It's a good kick. It's going to go out of bounds. Ooh, boy. Where are they going to mark it out?
Yeah. Right. Oh, he's moving.
He comes back across the 40, across the 45, and right at the 45-yard line. So Everest gets good field position. I have been to Camp Randall, Craig, on 2 occasions, but never for a Badger game.
Oh.
One was covering a Packer New Orleans Saints preseason game years and years ago, when at the end of the game, do you remember Bud Lee, the old writer for the Milwaukee Sentinel?
Yep,
standing right next to Bud Lee, waiting to go into the locker room after the game to do the interview thing. I'll tell you the story the other time. From the 45-yard line, this is Zulger. 5-10, head down, and he's at the 42 of Lincoln. The other time was when the Raiders played down there in a Wisconsin High School Football Coaches Association game. Wasn't a playoff game. It was a Lincoln just a Lincoln game that was held at Camp Randall, Special Coaches Association. I mean, it's probably a doubleheader that day or something like that. And so I've worked there, both as a broadcaster, on 2 different occasions, but never for a Badger game. Zulger is turned back this time at the 39.
It's a long way from Arpin, isn't it?
You got that in more ways than one.
Zulger again on the carry, brought down by number 48, Leo Brown.
But in all the years, I've never been to the Kohl Center or the...
Oh, you haven't been to the Kohl Center?
Or to... What was the name of the basketball arena they had the state tournament at all those years? Just the field house?
Field house, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never been to either of those.
Well, in my opinion, for the second one, you're not missing a whole lot, but that's... It's kind of a neat old building.
Ostrowski rolling right, throws, as a man, goes up, makes the catch, it looks like, inside the 5. Oh, man, I think they're going to call that a good catch down around the 4-yard line. And it's number 9, Chris Tilton, that made the catch.
We have a flag down.
Roughing the passer.
Wow.
Well, Craig, Everest is just on a roll here. They're threatening to go up by 20 or 21 to nothing. Late second quarter, they just can't stop them so far tonight.
So then you do what?
Move it from the 4 to the 2.
Half the distance.
Yeah.
I'll give you some advice. If you ever sit in the old field house, make sure the people above you aren't having a beverage, because if they spill it, it comes through the boards right on top of you.
That sounds spoken like a man that's familiar with that.
I haven't been there that often. That's really
wrestling.
The state team tournament is always held.
Inside handoff, the Evergreens drive into the end zone for a touchdown. Help me out with the number there, Craig, if you can. That's 24. Brennan Neitzel.
Yes, 24 Milton. Boy, it's hard to see those.
Touchdown.
So that's the third touchdown of this half. 20-0 Everest.
Boy, efficient. What, three drives and 3 touchdowns?
Neitzel's gets the latest. Zulger, Bow, and Neitzel get the touchdowns. And the big boot. Oh, that's a nice looking kicker. Bryce Morris makes it
interesting number 99.
21-0
for the kicker. Number 99.
UC Everest 21, Wisconsin Rapids 0.
Wow.
At this time, I'd also like to ask all junior high and youth football players to please report to their assigned positions for our halftime festivities. Thank you. Again, all junior high and youth football players, please report to your assigned end zone for our halftime festivities.
Stackus. Well, let's see if we can get one before halftime.
Remember, Lincoln will receive to restart the second half, so we're in one of those scenarios, Sands, or Lincoln can get some points before the half. They can get the ball to start the second half. They can be right back in it, but they've got to answer Everest, who has been rolling up and down the field. From the 5, Gamble breaks one tackle, is fighting across the 30 and comes
really nice
ahead
return
to the 31-yard line.
30-yard line. It'll be first and 10 on.
Sure, you've been in games like this, Craig, where you look up and you say, what just happened?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And yeah, absolutely. The fumble, and you just
yeah, that's
you work so hard all week, and then in some games it just kind of, you get behind the 8 ball right away.
Ooh, forward pitch. It's a forward pass, but Pilat was running the option. He saw Schooley ahead of him, throws the pass to Schooley that comes to the 35 for a 5-yard pickup.
So, it's so easy to throw it to the wrong team there.
Yep, the Raiders were on their way in for a tying score when there was a fumble inside of the 5, and that was the game turner, wasn't it?
Here comes the band. Were you ever in the band? You weren't, were you, Milton? I guess that answers my question. I probably asked you that before.
Gamble comes to the 33-yard line.
I know vocal music was your specialty.
Yeah, vocal music. It was my special.
That and wrestling.
Man. Sometimes, Kay.
Basketball.
I go home.
Pretty much football.
I go home after a game, Craig, and I say to Kay,
"Oh no!"
It happened again. Craig said something, and I just had no idea how to reply. There was nothing to say.
At least you warned me before. After this play, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, what's the square root of 6,015?
We'll be taking an extended break after this next play.
We'll sign off now. Enjoy your evening.
Raiders have called timeout with 2:23 to go in the half. They're facing a 3rd and long and a 21-point deficit. I took drum lessons for 1 day.
1 day?
1 day when I was a grade schooler at good old Auburndale. But that was the duration of my encounter with musical instruments.
You tried. I mean, was it a mutual thing, or did you just not go back?
Was it a mutual, or did the teacher say, please don't come back tomorrow?
It's too bad your mom gets a message at home. Would you have Milt make sure he gets some study hall at third period tomorrow because the band doesn't want him.
Well, from their own 33, peel out pump fakes. Now he's going long. He's got Lisitsa out there.
Oh.
And overthrown at the 40-yard line.
Easy for us to say when you're watching the flight of the ball. I think if he would have just kept running, he might have gotten that. But easy for us to say, of course, from up here.
So it's 4th down, and the Raiders will punt.
2:17 in the first half. Again, this is Friday night, and we could have this kind of weather for the rest of the football season. A couple thousand people in the stands would love that.
Sits up. Oh, nearly blocked. Kick is, nice Raider roll. It hit inbounds at the 40 and got out at the 37-yard line.
Kind of that side foot.
Punt goes out of bounds on the 37.
2:10 for the half, and here's Everest with the ball again, and they have 2 timeouts.
You really need a stop here.
Absolutely true story, Craig. I never got over how you had to hold the sticks. I never could adapt to that.
Yeah, the left hand is it's.
So here we go.
There goes your days as you could have been Motley Crue's drummer, so they picked Tommy Lee instead of you.
One drum lesson, and I've never been able to putt in my life.
Tommy Lee Bass is his name. And he's not watching tonight, I'm sure.
Everest from the 37. Yulger, 40, sifting through to the 45, and down at the 46-yard line, just short of a first down.
Yulger on the carry for the Evergreen.
Clock is rolling. 150. Be about 140 when they snap it.
Again, 2 timeouts for Everest.
They're one of the teams that does kind of a traditional huddle a little bit. Most of the teams
more than most. Ostrowski again hands it to Zulger.
Boy, they just block.
Midfield.
You know that?
Midfield
they just come after you here.
Keegan Christie brought him down. They'll move the chains. Still
I always remember my dad my dad graduated in 1943, but he used to talk about the days when now there are 3 high schools in Wausau Metro, and there used to be just one.
One big Wausau high school, yeah.
He said that was a guaranteed 50-0 game.
Ostrowski wants to pass, throws, man's got it at the 25, and out of bounds in the vicinity of the 20-yard line.
Just over a minute.
Catch is made by Josh Bidenkowski.
Okay. Now again, they should.
Minute 5.
Well, no, it was out of bounds. Right?
Yeah. Look at that. Minute 5. They're down at the 22. Still 2 timeouts. No rush, no panic at all.
Just push forward.
That's Nitzel.
2 times you said, Milt, right? 2 timeouts. And as does Lincoln. We're under a minute. Clock.
Boy, look at that.
Oh,
just that grinder of a play. Just 7 yards up the middle. And
although it looks like 8:50 on the clock, it's actually 50 seconds.
So the timeouts comes under a minute for the half. 21-0 Everest. I don't think any of us expected this at all.
I didn't at all. I was just looking down there, Milt, at a lot of the games we see the sophomore quarterbacks. Preston Spray's down there, Caden Sengbush, Ian Poggle, who is actually a running back, but you see that they're always they're going over plays, I believe, because they always happen to be right there.
At halftime, we'll have a performance by the LHS dance team. The LHS marching band will also be introducing the coaches of the youth and middle school football program.
Extended halftime.
Oh, okay.
Gonna do the band. Gonna do the
youth football.
Football. All the coaches and also the dance team, dance squad.
Zulger is turned back. He appears to be in the vicinity of the first down at the 12. It all depends on the mark here. They're going without a timeout with 36 seconds to go.
12-yard line.
Zulger to the right edge. Hit. He has a first down. He has a first down at the 7-yard line.
Okay.
Zulger once again on the carry.
24 seconds. Clock runs. Everest has one timeout left. Draw. Zulger through the middle and into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. No, wait. That might have been
I couldn't tell.
Nitzel, 24.
24, yeah. We apologize.
No, they say next door Zulger also, so that's what I'm going to go with, Craig.
Yeah, you're
until we hear different. I just can't see down there.
It's the way that they're, when they turn, we can't see the numbers.
Extra point is good. 10 seconds remaining in the second.
You know, rather.
Wow, 28-0 Everest on 4 touchdown runs.
Rather interesting call with the clock running and you had a timeout and they run up the middle.
You know what that tells me? It tells me they have such confidence in the run game.
And their blockers, their line.
They just trust the big guys up front and they're not worried about getting stopped.
I don't know.
Who was their legendary coach up there? Steffenhagen? Yep. Wayne Steffenhagen?
Wayne Steffenhagen.
Because they won a couple of state titles under him, didn't they?
That was back when Coach Ken Beagle was at Lincoln. So it was kind of.
Yep.
Yep, Wayne Steffenhagen.
Lucian Gamble back to receive the kickoff.
I remember doing a playoff game with you up at Gerke Field, Everest and Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
Playoff game, which
up at Lincoln at
Gerke.
The Point, yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, was he?
Wow.
Gamble at the 5. Looking for some room here. Oh, boy, he's taking a couple of hits on the kickoff returns.
3 seconds. Boy, you are right. He's taking some shots, isn't he?
First down, Lincoln from the 25-yard line.
Boy, that was a little booth up there. I remember that. Tiny booth up there.
At Gerke?
Yeah.
That was probably before they redid it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You weren't available. I did it that night with Coach Skorts. Brian Skorts.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Option play by Pilot. He'll get the 30. Now drops it back to Gamble, and that'll end the half. Everest blitzes Lincoln in the first half, 28-0. We'll have the second half for you after a short timeout on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. All set now to begin the second half of play. Craig, just talk about how you face the second half. You just got to get some momentum, right? You can't even think about points. Just get some momentum in the football game.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But you try not to get it all back in one play.
Yep.
They could really use a nice sustained drive and mix up the offense and get in the end zone,
and then you got to look at.
You have to stop them also.
Get some turnovers, maybe.
Yeah, because it's in high school you get to that awkward number of 35. That's the kind of the kickoff or that'll maybe force you into a running clock, which you certainly don't want. Long way to go.
Raiders get the ball to start the half. Bryce Morris, an impressive kicker for Everest, will start us off.
How about a nice return here?
Yeah. What would be nice? About 95 yards?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a change in momentum.
You just never know what's going to happen after you take the break. It was a little bit of an extended break. Very nice kick. Going to go on another touchback. No.
Second of the night. And Raiders will come 1st and 20 from their own 20-yard
You really get
line.
an appreciation for the kicking game. Not the kicker, but also how many times have you seen in a high school game, especially where you have a fumbled punt, you have a bad kickoff? I mean, it's a huge deal. And I'm not sure teams work on that enough, you know? Here the fans are trying to get the Rapids Raiders rolling here.
Pilot sets up. He's throwing deep. Man's wide open. Schooley caught it. 40. On his feet to the 20. He'll score the touchdown. It's an 80-yard touchdown play. Craig, that play was there late in the second period. We talked about it. It was a little overthrown, or the receiver slowed up a little bit, but the execution wasn't there. I think the coaching staff saw that and said, we're going to go back to that because we think we can get that play. And
perfect play to start a half.
Yeah, you couldn't have asked for more.
What, 14 seconds?
If you're Lincoln in that scenario where you got to get momentum, and now you got the momentum. You got 6 points.
Like I said, you don't get it all at once.
Ooh, high snap, but kick is up and good. 28-7. Pilot to Schooley, 80-yard pass play.
That ball went straight up. Now, how about
3 and out?
3 downs and a kick.
Yep.
Scores now. Lincoln High School 7, UC Everest 28. Grab your attention, please. If Ben Conklin is still at the stadium, could you please come up to the press box window? Once again, we're looking for Ben Conklin. If you could please come up to the press box. We have a lost item for you.
Raiders will kick from the far hash. And Mac Lucas, who just nailed the extra point, will be kicking it off here. 28-7.
Mac Lucas kicking off for the Red Raiders.
Oh, it's an onside kick, and it's recovered by Lincoln at the Everest 45. Well, Coach Biola, I got to give you credit. That's 2 big momentum-changing plays. Rickeby recovers it at the Everest 45. And now Lincoln, down 28-7, takes it back over.
Now that was impressive.
It certainly was. It took moxie first by the head coach and second execution by the players. From the 45. Pilot's going to set up to throw again, going right back to the same play. Lisitsa battles but can't make the catch at the 15-yard line. They think they've got something there on that far side or the right defensive side against that corner. I don't think that's the last time that we've seen them go over there. Second and 10. Very early third quarter. Gamble through a hole. 35, down the sidelines, 20, cuts back in, and down he goes at the 12-yard line.
Totally different team here.
33-yard burst by Version Gamble and the Raiders.
Totally different team.
Knocking on the door at the Everest 13-yard line.
Brought down at the Everest 13-yard line. First down, Lincoln.
And Everest obviously is a little stunned by all this, so they didn't even hit as hard, it didn't seem like, as the first half.
Haupt and Gamble behind Pilat. Option, Pilat steps inside for the goal line, dive, touchdown.
Halfway back.
In just over 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 6 seconds.
Huge extra point here.
28-13. Everest leads. And it'll be Lucas. And he nails that one nice and strong. 28-14. Everest still leads it, but all the momentum is on the west side of this stadium with the Lincoln Red Raiders and their big crowd here tonight.
Now what do? Kick it? This is going to be interesting. It doesn't appear that Everest thinks they're going to onside it again.
2 lightning strikes, an 80-yard touchdown pass from Pilat to Schooley. Then we figured out what happened in the first half. Art has just figured it out. Nathan ran the camera, not Art. Yeah, and Art's taking all the credit now that he's back on the camera.
Boy, you just don't know about high school football.
Now here come the Raiders to kick it away. Maybe that first line's a little tighter, Craig, on the Everest return team.
Yep.
It's a deep kick that's fielded at the 10-yard line. Oh, big return here by Everest out to the 39-yard line. It was Chris Tilton.
Return for the Evergreens brought down by number 27, Garrett Juniman. First down, UC Everest at the 38.
Well, Everest was 4 for 4 on offensive possessions in the first half. Here comes the next big challenge of the comeback, and that is being able to slow and stop Everest. Zulger to midfield and down the far sidelines to the 40-yard line.
Could see that develop up here. We just
21 yards by
Zulger. They do such
Zulger.
a nice job of sealing off the end, and you can't get out there.
First and 10 from the 40-yard line.
This was such a huge possession with, you mentioned, with the momentum switch. You don't want to give it right back.
Ostrowski gives it to Zulger again, and look at him go down the far sidelines. Close to 20 more. They took over at their own 39, and 2 carries later, the ball is at the Lincoln 34.
First down, Evergreen from the 24-yard line.
Two carries, 37 yards. Zulger well over 100 on the night. He's got it again. This time it's straight ahead, and there's a lot less room there this time.
A lot better tackling there.
About a yard and a half for Zulger.
Zulger on the carry for a gain of 2 yards. Second down and 8. Tackle made by number 42, Nathan Frost.
Like you said, a lot of action in 3 minutes.
Second down and long. And a whistle and a flag. This will cost Everest 5. It'll make it second down and 13 plus. Here's your chance to get him behind the sticks, second and long. Zulger to the 18-yard line. Gets a big chunk of that back, about 10 as a matter of fact. They're going to call it 9. It's 3rd and 4.
What are they saying now? 3rd and
4.
And 4.
Yep.
I was looking at the
Zulger.
Oh, scoreboard had it.
Cuts in. First down. Fighting to near the 10-yard line. They're going to call it the 11.
What a weapon he is. The reason I was wondering is the scoreboard had it at 3rd and 13, and I couldn't figure.
Oh no, they had they had that 9-yard pickup.
Brought down by number 25, First down Evergreens from the 13-yard line.
Zulger inside of the 10. He gets to about the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
Gets 4 on first down, second down and 6.
Second down and 6.
The lead man's got it, and he's into the end zone after a big collision at the goal line.
Well, he did
with Juneman. Going in for the score is Ryan Bowe for the second time tonight. Comes at 7:21 of the third.
Bryce Morris on to attempt the extra point.
8-yard touchdown run. 34-14 now in favor of Everest. They're a man short here. Man coming off the edge, but he's able to get it away and make it 35-14.
So
Bryce Morris, 35-14 after that point after.
So we haven't even played 5 minutes, and we have what, 21 points on the board.
21 points, yeah. So Milt, what do you do if you're Everest? Do you kick the ball or do you onside? Just two can play that game.
Right.
I think they kick it away.
They try to kick it out of the end zone again. Well, last time we.
But I'll tell you what. Go ahead, Craig. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say the last time we almost received what we wanted when we said, "How about a run back?" All we waited was an extra play.
Yeah. Didn't have to wait long.
Gamble pass receives a kickoff from Alex Schuster.
He has a leg.
Look at that kick. They got a couple of kids. You said that.
Yeah,
they had not just one, but two.
In the warm-ups, they were just kicking field goals like crazy.
Wisconsin Rapids.
So from the 20, Lincoln will take it back.
I doubt it. And if you're a kicker, you're pretty valuable.
Yeah, you're like a left-handed pitcher in baseball. They give you more chances than most guys. Oh, there's Schooley coming on the near side. First down at the 32. Schooley lines up as the wing back on the far side. He comes right down along behind the lineman. Pilot out of the shotgun just pitches it to him, and he turns it up the near sidelines, and he gets 13 yards. I'll tell you what they do though, Craig. If I'm Lincoln and I score, I try the onside kick again. Absolutely. The difference from the onside kick and the last kickoff was about 17 yards.
Yeah,
it wasn't a huge difference at all. Elot wants to throw far side deep again. Lisitsa's out there. Is there a flag on that? Yes, there is. I thought I saw a little tug of Dylan's jersey there.
They did get tangled.
Well, they think they've got something over there, whether it's Schooley or Lisitsa deep on that side, the left offensive side, and they're going to keep going out there from time to time. It's going to be a 15-yard mark-off, I believe, from the line of scrimmage. Not a point of infraction foul as you're used to in watching the Packers, for instance. But rather it's a 15-yard penalty that takes it up to the Raider 48. What's the biggest deficit, Craig, you played on, a team that came back from?
I honestly don't know. Mel did have to think about that.
All righty.
We did have some deficits, that's for sure.
Fumble snap. Pilot's going to try to recover here. He will get back to within a yard of the line of scrimmage. Second down and 11. It was a different game, though, in many ways, wasn't it? You guys didn't put up the number of points like we see on a regular basis here.
1 yard. Second down and 11 from the 47.
I mean, you played in the back in the old 3 yards in the cloud of dust days, yeah.
But I can remember the most interesting game. We lost up in the Colorado Mountains. I think the final score was 62-57 or something like that.
Pilot pitches to Gamble. Oh, he's got trouble here. He's going to try to get that corner, but he cannot. He's taken down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah. Well,
this is going to bring up third down in about 15 or so.
He almost lost his jersey on that one.
But that level of college football was dramatically different than what you played in high school.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And even on the higher levels of college at that time, it was different. But at that
completely different. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, snap. Pilot's got time, though. He throws it. It's caught. Lisitsa battles, turns and has the first down. What a nice job by Dylan Lisitsa there to get down the sidelines and get the first down. Wow.
I remember one of the first meetings we had, the coaches said, look around the room. Just about everybody in here was all conference, so we might as well put that to bed. You're not any more special than anybody else. You know, if you're all conference in high school, everybody was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, not everybody, you know, a lot of them were.
Yeah.
Our best running back in Colorado was actually from Hawaii. He was really something else.
First and 10 from the 42. Gamble. Look at him go to the 34-yard line. That's a nice 8-yard pickup.
Pineapple.
What's that?
Called him Pineapple.
Ah, like Manny Pina, Brewer catcher.
And that was kind of when they did the breakaway jerseys.
Oh, the tearaways.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I remember when the guys from Oklahoma and places like that wore those tearaways.
Yeah. Elvis Peacock and all those guys.
Oh.
Billy Sims.
Second short, Gamble. First down here because he
nice
burst
run
through to the 25-yard line. 4 minutes, 32 seconds for the third. Lincoln trailing 35-14, but it doesn't feel like a blowout game here at all.
Really competitive this half.
It did in the first. Everest steamrolled Lincoln in the first, but not here in the second half. Pilot throwing deep in the middle. Lasitsa's got it.
Nice.
And he's down at about the 1 or 2 yard line. Nice diving catch there.
Boy, they're just
by Dylan Lasitsa.
Just feel the confidence out there.
Spotted at the 2-yard line. First down, Wisconsin Rapids.
First and goal down at the 2. Beautiful pitch and catch on the post pattern to Lasitsa. Pilot's draw. Watching.
Right?
They mark him down about,
oh man,
I don't know, inside the 1.
He's barely outside the.
On the 1-yard line, gain of 1.
Looks like we'll be right around the 3-minute mark in the third when we have the second down, and from our vantage point, it looks like the nose of the football's touching the goal line.
Looking at the yard marker, I mean, it's can't be any closer.
Yeah, I think expect the same play.
Yep, there you go.
And does Pilot fall in?
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Number 1, Austin Pilot on the quarterback keeper for the Wisconsin Rapids touchdown.
Nice drive.
Back Lucas on the
80-yarder. Big third down conversion. 35-20.
No.
Running here and taken down after the muffed snap was Caden Sangbush.
Those always prove big, don't they?
And so now it'll be 35-20, and that will force Lincoln into going for 2 after subsequent touchdowns. Well, we'll see if Tony Biolo gives any consideration to an onside kick here. One thing we know, they got to get the ball back somehow.
Yep.
I mean, if you win, it's almost, wow. I don't know how much more you can give up and win the football game, Craig.
Well, and you're still really having trouble, obviously, stopping them on the run.
There's 4 men for Everest up at the 48. Remember, the ball's got to go 10 yards from the 40. So it's got to pass midfield before Lincoln can recover it if they choose to do that. The gap now is between the 3rd and 4th man as we look at it. It's a line drive kick that will go down the sidelines through the man's legs down to the 6. Can they get down there? They can, and they're going to sling him down short of the 20-yard line. That was well executed.
We have a flag down, Milt.
Taken down at the 18. Can this back up Everest further?
Not sure what they have here, Milt.
Yep, waiting on the referee here. Hold. Okay, that's good outcome. Well, folks, let's watch. I can think of 3 occasions, three of 5 Everest possessions. Zulger's had runs of 15, 15, and 21. Let's see what they do with number 3 right here, right now. He's the back, the deepest back in the eye. And he's got it. And he's across the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it right at the 15. 5 yards on first down.
We're on the carry for a gain of 5 yards.
2.5 minutes for the third quarter, 35-20 Everest. Upman gets it this time, and he's short of the first down. That's Nitzel. He's taken down at the 18. First down says it's at the 20. So how about this play? 3rd and 2. Huge play in the football game. 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2 for the Evergreen.
Everybody up in the box. Look at that. They hand it to Zulger. He got through for the first down to the 25.
He breaks that tackle. Nice tackle there by Lincoln. Boy, he could have
gone all the way.
Because they had at the ref. I wonder if it's maybe he has a little cut or something because they. I'm not sure.
What?
Maybe a cut or something because they're. He pointed to him
and sent him off.
I don't know. He's adjusting maybe his knee. Looks like he's out for a play, and that's Zuliger. So.
Oh, there. Okay, yeah, I was looking this side.
Oh, I'm sorry, Milton. Yeah, over for. The ref came and talked to him, and then he's out right by the marker there.
Okay.
Similar to kind of on the Lincoln. I wasn't sure.
1st and 10. Ostrowski wants to throw near side, going deep. He's got a man out here, and it's overthrown at the Lincoln 45.
Good coverage.
Hallenbeck was the intended receiver.
Now he's back in, just like the other time.
Ball's incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line.
Here's Zulger through the middle. Stopped at the 29-yard line. Good job there. Big hitting inside. We're congratulating Gabe Zawicki for his hit from the secondary. So 3rd down and long this time. 3rd and 6. This is one of the longer down and distance situations for Everest. The Lincoln fans stomping their feet on this 3rd down play. A whistle before the snap. It's against Lincoln.
What is it?
Did they have 12 men on the field? Can you count quick, Craig?
1, 2. No. I don't know what it is, Milt.
Looks like 3rd and 6 is going to become 3rd and 1.
Picking up the flag.
Oh, wow. So we'll play 3rd and 6 over. Second time we've had that tonight. 27 seconds for the 3rd quarter. 35-20 Everest. Facing 3rd down and 6 from their own 29. You have to get right to the 35. Comes the pitch to the near side. First down, diving to the 40-yard line. Peyton Peterson carries the football.
Little confusion on the right side of the Rapids defense before the snap.
And
a little bit out of position, I think.
And one thing, Craig, that's evident tonight, and that is Everest has such calm confidence. And
they're running.
3rd and 6 is just going to pitch it out and run it to the left, and we think we're going to get the first down, and they did. All right, the third quarter is completed. Everest leads 35-20. We're checking. We'll check. We'll check. 35-20. Everest leading Lincoln. You're watching Lincoln Red Raider football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Access.
Run to the right for Everest.
Peterson again.
Start the fourth quarter.
Look at, gets about 3 yards on that carry.
2nd and 7 from the 43-yard line.
You made a really good point, Milt. They seem just so confident in that running game. It's just.
Yep, just that calm.
Yeah, run some clock.
Zuliger taken down from behind. Nice play there. That's Leo Brostowitz, I believe. Yep, Leo Brostowitz.
Who is a freshman.
You know, Craig, I was watching this year's U.S. Open Golf Championship, and Paul Azinger said, they were talking about some phase of a player's game, and he said, confidence comes from self-belief. And I thought about all the years that we played golf. You thought you were going to make that putt. You had self-belief that you would make it. Everest is in that place tonight with their running game. They believe they're going to pick up lots of yards. Here's the third down play. On the roll. It's pushed out of bounds near the chains. We'll see if
little short,
Ostrowski made it. But most importantly,
a couple short.
What will they do on fourth down? Do they use that calm confidence to go on fourth down, just keep rolling?
Yeah, and on their side of the 50.
Do they kick it away? They're going to go here, I believe. Here comes Ethan Ostrowski, the senior quarterback, back out. 4th and 2. Just heard the coaching staff. I don't know, was that next door or from the sideline that said watch the boundaries? I think it was the sidelines. 4th and 2. Might be the ball game right here, right now. Lincoln floods the box. Handoff. They stopped him. They turned him back. And they'll get their chance to pull within 1 score after the 4th down stop. That's the first time all night, whether by turnover or by punt or by downs, that Lincoln has gotten the Everest offense off the field. And they did it right there at the 48 on 4th and 2. Beautiful job by the Raiders defense. And down 35-20 with 10.5 minutes to go. They get their chance. He wants to throw it deep down the near side. Lisitz is out there. He did not haul it in at the 20-yard line.
Effort. You're exactly right, Milt. They've found something.
Yeah, they're going to go back too. They will go back again.
The coverage is kind of shaky back there.
I don't know if it's scheme. I don't know if they've found a player they think they can, the Raiders receivers are clearly better than, but they found something they like.
Now they have 2 out here.
2nd and 10.
Go back to it. No,
option. Pilot. Here's Haupt. 45, 40. Dives to near a first down at the 37-yard line.
First down.
First down, Raiders.
Lincoln High School, first down. On 37-yard line.
Pitches out to Gamble. He's got room on the edge. And then he's taken down on a beautiful open field tackle to 35. Andrew Wenzel brought him down. That play initially looked like it would get more than that.
It was nice opening. And you have plenty of time, but you have to kind of start looking at the clock a bit, Milt. We're getting down near 9 minutes. Again, that's a long time, but...
2nd and 8 from the 35-yard line.
2nd down 8 play here. Ooh, bad snap. Pilot wants to throw deep. He's got Lisitsa. He's got it at the 10. And down at the 9-yard line, there's that deep ball on the left offensive side again.
You gotta give Pilot a lot of credit. He was about ready to get pounded back there.
Play was disrupted by the snap, and then, boy, they just hung in there and executed that deep ball. 26 yards on the pass play. Yankee way out there on the right side. Motion by Schooley. Gamble. He goes to about the 8-yard line, maybe the 7.5. 2nd down. And goal to go.
Schooley. He's going to like watching the film. He pushed his guy all the way into the end zone.
Matthew?
Yeah.
74.
Great block. That's one of those you say, Coach, could you run that back, please? Oh, look out.
Who's got it?
Oh,
who's got it?
The reason I said that is the ball was kind of between players there.
Taken down back at the... They're going to mark it at the 10-yard line.
3rd, Milt, and about
3rd and
right
goal.
On the 10, I believe.
And 3rd down and goal. So two plays here. You got to get it in. You're down 15, and you're under 8 minutes for the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter.
Does it say? Yeah. Is it the Assumption or Lincoln game? We went 1-2.
Oh, the last Assumption game. Yeah. Timeout here for the Raiders. Their first of the half.
It's 7:26.
Wow, what do you run? Some type of option to get Pilot on the edge, pass run option, huh?
I would, and I'd.
It almost
risk another throw out there.
Craig. It almost, the ball had been stuck at the near hash, and that collapsed the near side of the field, and Lisitsa didn't have that room to work. And now they've got the ball back closer to the middle of the field, and they'll have more room with him on this left side.
Because the defender was able to use the sideline kind of as an extra.
Yeah. Yep. Defender. He just didn't have that much room. Here we go, 3rd down and goal, a step outside of the 10 for the Raiders. Everest 35 and Lincoln 20. Trying to create a memorable comeback here tonight against Evergreen. The slant is caught, is it not, or is it ruled incomplete? It's caught. I just saw an Everest player flash across trying to get at that ball. I did not see who caught it behind him. I think it was Schooley, and he got yardage forward to about the 6. Nope, the Lisitsa, they say, next door.
6-yard line.
So here we go, 4th and goal from the 6. Ball game on the line. Lincoln's chance to come back is right here, right now.
What do you run now? You have to get the quarterback kind of out on the end, you think?
You got room now for Lisitsa in the timeout Everest. Craig, you like the one-on-one matchup, and now you've got room for Lisitsa. I say he runs the slant, You isolate Lisitsa on the left, you run the slant, and Pilat, who's a tall quarterback, he's 6'3", looks to find Lisitsa on the slant. We'll see.
Yeah, they're going to put, I think, a couple seconds on the clock because they tried to get them to stop the clock and they didn't. I'm thinking, I don't know how they communicate to the booth.
We'll.
Oh, he's doing it. So they're going to add 8 seconds, I think.
6:43 left.
Nope, they're adding 15 then. Yeah, the clock 14. The clock kept running, and.
But what's your second option if they double team, if they bring the safety over? What is your second option on the play?
Yeah,
so he's got all this room over here. He can make the inside move. They bring.
They're gonna stay one-on-one with him over here.
They've got 40 who's going to drift this way and take away that slant, it looks like. They're going to go to the deep corner. Lisitsa makes the play, sits down, and it's touchdown. Oh, man, that was close right there. Oh, boy. 6:37 for the fourth.
Everest doesn't think they were in. Everest didn't think they were in, Milt.
I didn't know if he was either.
Yeah,
and, there's no replay. That call's going to stand now. There's no way of going up to the booth.
Wisconsin Rapids will go for the 2-point conversion.
35-26. It's a 9-point game. And folks, if you think the 4th and 6 was big, this is just as big. You got to get her down to a 1-possession game, which you could do with the kicked extra point also. But they're going to go for the 2 here. Option. Pitch inside is to Hulp, and he stopped. Instead of going to Gamble, who was deep, they pitched it inside to Hulp, so it's a pass, and he stopped. So it's 35-26. 9-point game it remains.
What an impressive comeback.
It's a huge comeback.
Boy, that was one of those, they were fighting on the goal line, and you didn't know if he was going to fall forward or.
They said the ball broke the plane, and that's all that mattered. I'm sure that's one that Art will give us a second look at.
So they didn't call New York or anything to review that?
No, they did not.
Suppose you could call Point. Isn't that where WIA is?
It is. I bet you get the voicemail this time of day.
Yes, and there's nobody there.
Okay. Yeah, Art says he'll give him another look. And just a nice fight by Dylan Lisitsa to get in.
So what do you do now, Milt?
Oh, man, I don't know.
I think you kick it deep, don't you, one more time?
Yeah, you do.
But the trouble is you haven't been able to stop them either.
Just once.
Once, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Last time.
Boy, what a great comeback.
I know what Everest thinks they're going to do. They've got 10 guys between the 40 and the 50. It's a pooch kick over and covered at the 20-yard line. Well, just got to get him off the field, score, then you go to the onside kick after that, right?
You get it, and you go down and.
What would really be a big shift would be a turnover.
Yep. You just hate those missed extra points.
Yeah. Lincoln's lost 2 points on conversions here.
So if you're the Evergreens, what do? You run
Zulger. You just turn around, you give it to 3 all night long. There it is. He's up close to the 30-yard line for 8 yards.
Just like a battering ram in there.
Zulger on the carry for the Evergreens for a gain of 8 yards.
Big Matthew Schooley coming back for the Raiders. Matthew is a senior. 6'3", 274. So all you need to do is put a 2 in front of his number.
Got his weight.
Got his number.
Zulger, look at that, just right through the middle. Straight ahead to the 37-yard line for a first down.
So Rapids has 2 timeouts. Because what's going to happen here fairly quickly, like you say, they take so much time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're running 25 seconds off probably each play, give or take.
Yep.
And we're at 5.5. Again, fourth quarter. In an absolutely fabulous football game. So you're just watching, stopping. I don't know how he knows how much time he has left, but there's good defense.
Job inside there. So Craig, with 40 seconds between plays, now they'll mark this, they got 40 seconds before they got to run. So each set of downs, it essentially means with the plays 2 minutes off the clock. If you run it, and Everest is what, throwing the ball twice all night?
Yeah, and if you, and obviously if you keep them away from first down, you've got to.
Yep, but you got to stop them.
Second down and 9, Everest.
Second down and long. Spread things out a little more this time. Retrievers left and right. The pitch comes to the near side. Beautiful job. Look at that open field play by number 18, Jackson Schooley.
That is really nice.
No, 16, I beg your pardon. Gabe Zawicki. That's his second big hit here tonight. Gabe Zawicki. No, I beg your pardon. It was 18, Jackson Schooley, linebacker. My mistake. Jackson, you get the credit for that. 6 foot, 166 pounds, playing linebacker. Third down. Here's your chance on 3rd and 10 to get them off the field. Ostrowski rolls, wants to throw long, does throw long, incomplete at the 30-yard line, and the Raiders have forced a punt here from the Evergreens with 3:36 to go. All right. Craig, it's not like the door's wide open, but it's still cracked.
Number 24, Brendan Mitchell.
So let's see here. What Lisitsa will have a chance. He kicks it right at him, drills it deep. Bounce the 20. Lisitsa picks it up. Breaks the first tackle. Ball's on the, at
got
the 25.
Looks like he almost stripped it of it. Hit him going by.
75 yards away with 3:26, 2 timeouts, and they're down 9. Is there a miracle ending in the works tonight? Looks like a new man defensively here at right defensive cornerback.
That's exactly their tough spot there.
Gamble still fighting,
Nice run.
Gets 4. A much bigger man. Reese Ostrowski, same name as the quarterback, who is 6'2" and 190, is taken over at right defensive cornerback. They had been attacking Ty Strelo at right corner, but he is not in the game here. They're also bringing the safety Andrew Wenzel over. They're going to throw it short. And that is the aforementioned Ostrowski at the 30-yard line, getting Schooley.
Nate kind of caught one in the side there.
A little stung by that hit.
Really Really taking a chance if you're Everest. If he gets that, he's going to run.
5, deep ball. Man's out there for the interception. And intercepted by Reese Ostrowski.
We have, I don't know what happens, but Lisicka was down face first on the 45-yard line area. I don't know what happened.
So that should pretty well wrap things up here
There was nobody
tonight.
else. I wonder.
2:11 left, Craig, excuse me.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dylan.
Again, I wasn't watching. I wonder if he just got hammered in the middle or something.
What a valiant effort at a comeback here in the second half.
Just a great football game. Because when he threw that, there were no receivers out there. And that's when I kind of looked straight ahead, and Lisicka was basically prone out on the 30 or the 44-yard line. You think they took time before.
And a whistle here.
That's a delay of game, you think?
Yep, it sure is.
Delay of game penalty on the Evergreens. Bring up 1st and 15 from the 48-yard line.
First and 15 here for Everest. Zulger gets 7 of that back. It'll be 2nd down and 8 as we roll down to 2 minutes. And remember now, ball's marked ready for play, 40-second time clock, so Everest can take their sweet time here. And inside, Zulger. He's turned back after a very short gain. And Lincoln will use their second timeout of the half with 1 minute 25 seconds to go. Well, Craig, the Raiders have outscored Everest 26-7 in the second half. Great half, but just not quite enough given the deficit that they faced of 28-0.
Yeah, and you had the 2 quick scores, but then you gave up another, so that kind of made it. So next week they're
off to Marshfield. Then back here on the 4th for the River Jug game against Spash.
And I don't think Spash has won yet. And of course, we don't know about tonight, but Spash, I believe, was 0-4. Of course, like you said, it just kind of depends who on the other side you've played.
Yeah. Yep.
Fond du Lac and Menasha, Kimberly.
Nina was pretty stout here the first week of the season.
One of the Appleton schools, 1 or 2 of them. Zuliger, they have way out here.
Ostrowski keeps it. He's hit hard at the 39-yard line.
We have an Evergreen is down, Milt.
Oh, back there, yeah. The 37. That's Zulger.
That is Zuliger.
Yep. Limping as he gets up. So Everest here.
Another time for Lincoln, Milt.
Lincoln uses their final timeout with 1:17 to go.
Hey, Jack. It's 5-0, bottom of 6.
Craig, what's your call? You're the head coach of the Evergreens. You're Tim Strelo. What do you do here in 4th and 3? Do you...
No, Tim's my last name. Oh, you were being just...
I was telling you.
Oh,
Tim
you're
Strelo, head coach.
You be the coach. Wasn't there a show at one time? You be the coach.
No, you make the call.
Oh, you make the call.
Yeah, they give you an odd
That doesn't
play.
mean like telephone. They're talking.
No, you make the officials call. Yeah.
I think you just run it.
4th down and 3, Evergreen.
Any more detail you want to provide?
Not really.
Okay. Zulger through the middle.
But you did stop them?
I don't know. Yeah, it looks like from the far side that they'll turn it over on downs.
But again, the minute that they get the ball set, they're going to start the clock. Lincoln's has the ball at 1, 1, 1.
So 71 seconds.
Boy, you are just like Mr. Math tonight.
Well,
that's impressive.
I had to recover from the whole drummer story.
Oh, man. The life of a kid from Arpa, right on the corner of 186.
In N, yeah. You got it.
It's kind of where the whole world begins and ends, isn't it?
For some of us, it does. All right.
We're
From the 38, Pilot sets up, goes far side, setting down Schooley at the 40, makes the catch and goes down to the 46-yard line of Everest. Raiders will run up to the line. Remember, they are out of timeouts. They are down to 1 minute in the football game. They're down by 9 here. Pilot back, throws it over, diving effort incomplete. Lasitsa, the intended receiver, at the 35. That might be one of those times when it's just better just to ground it.
I was just going to say, because you need to stop the clock, and that's the way to do it.
And need to gather yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That play didn't really have a chance from the start. So 2nd and 10, but that's really not the important part. There's a low snap. Pilot gets it out. Schooley makes the catch at the 34, but that's just a 2-yard pickup, and the clock's rolling at 40 seconds. 3rd and long, 35, 26, 9-point Everest lead. And the whistle.
Art had offsides back here. That was an odd line.
Motion against Lincoln.
So Rapids goes to Marshfield. And what did we say about Everest?
Home for West.
Also West at Everest. Then they host Toma in a non-conference. And Rapids goes to La Crosse Logan for a non-conference, and then they end the year at West, right?
Yep. So that game on the 4th is the final home game of the year.
We see them for homecoming, and then
three of the last 4 on the road.
46-yard line. Now 3rd and 18.
3rd and very long. Pilot rolls out. He'll have room to throw now. Batted away with 6 seconds to go.
Tell you what, I am impressed with the Raiders. They didn't give up. They had an unbelievably nice second half. You get a nice pass for a touchdown, and then you kick an onside kick. You get the ball back, and before you know it, you're only down 14.
Gamble runs at 50.
Oh, there we
40.
go. No, I thought he might.
And the game is over, fans. Final score is Everest 35 and Lincoln 26. Well, I got to give a lot of credit to the Lincoln coaching staff and the players. They did not fold after just a tough first half. They outscore Everest 26-7 in the second half, but Everest wins it 35-26. Our thanks to Nathan Dill, our producer, Art Nebgetzik. For Craig Tim, I'm Milt Van Atta. Thank you for watching Red Raider football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.